if you want to influence, then influence your children.
Yeah.
I think this is something that Christianity has failed for the last 60 years, is just like influencing children in a good way.
You're gonna get me going.
Because like we don't, first of all, catechism, like, ooh, what a scary word. Like, no, catechize your children. You're gonna do it anyway. Just make it formal and in the gospel, like in scripture. So read scripture with your children, like at an early age, like teach them things, because like what else are they're going to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to learn something. This is also what I get frustrated with, like secular people. It's like, no, don't indoctrinate your children. Indoctrinate them with my ideology.
Right, because that's what that means.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because it's like everybody indoctrinates their children with something.
Yep.
Let it be scripture. Like just let it be scripture. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Well, and you hit on that. That's what I was going to interrupt with, because I'm really good at doing that. Like, you're going to catechize your kids with something, whether it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whether it's like insert thing.
Right.
You're going to train them up in the way of something, may as well be in the way of Christ. And I've had debates with people who like one kid who's like a high schooler, and every high schooler is like super opinionated now, I guess always. I don't know how this works, but he was like, it was a day we did a kids choir or whatever, and afterwards he was like super offended, and was like, I can't, like, it's just crazy to me that you guys brainwash your kids. I was like, dang right we do, like, and not like in a like controlling, indoctrinating, whatever, but like, because we want them to know the truth, and we want them to know the truth as defined in scripture and as defined by God, not the like pluralistic, individualistic, narcissistic, like we were talking about, truth of society.
Right.
We want to set them in the right way.
Which has no objective standard, by the way.
Right.
So it's like, and I think, sorry, Preston, let me say this final thing. I think he's also, here's where I think we failed the most. I think Christians have catechized their children. They've brought them to church. They've prayed with their children. But I think you have this giant deconstruction movement because you haven't taught your kid how to think critically about spiritual things. And that's what I think he's getting to as well.